right, welcome back to Racine Me. I'm Shari Dunn, and I'm talking this morning with Lauren Nixon, Madison Richards, and Samantha Noll. And we're joined now by Lauren Nixon and Madison. And you ladies are just incredible winners. I mean, you started entering video contests. When did you start entering video contests? Was it last year or the year before? When did you decide to start doing this?
It was last year, and what first got us into the competitions was that a bunch of equipment was stolen from our school.
Oh, that's right.
And we were looking for a way to earn some money to buy some back. And so half of our winnings on the first C-SPAN win went to our school.
So you guys started because you had an altruistic reason, a good reason to want to help your classmates, right?
Yeah.
And it's turned out to be incredibly helpful for all of you. You know, I want to take another quick look, since Lauren is here, of the Hang Tough video. Just another quick look at you guys in action, acting and performing in Hang Tough.
It is now time to select the lucky bachelorette. Let's hear one final word from each of the contestants.
I'll be a smoking hot date that'll set you on fire.
I'll make sure no one gets in our way of having a good time.
With little help from me, you'll be the life of the party.
So, who will be the lucky bachelorette?
My choice is none of them. I know who they really are.
It is now time to select the lucky bachelorette.
And
Let's hear
Lauren, you were quite the character in that video. Was you comfortable acting in that way?
No, it was kind of nerve-wracking. I didn't want to act like that because that's not how I am.
Right.
But it was fun once you started.
And so you all's goal in this Hang Tough video, again, is to help other young people see that it's not good to bully, to do drugs, alcohol, or smoke, and you want to do it in a fun way that kids can get access to, right? So now, you guys, as we say, have been just winning everything you've entered, and your initial entry was for the C-SPAN contest last year to help your school. But you entered the C-SPAN contest again this year, and you won the grand prize in that. And that was really unusual because you won against high school students, is that right? So now, tell us a little bit, for those who don't know, what that video was about.
That was about nuclear energy. The topic was a strength or a challenge of the nation. We did it as a challenge, nuclear energy. So we entered that, and then we won against like 1,000 other students.
That is a lot. And you guys had to do a lot of research on that, right?
Yeah, it took a lot of time. The research was probably one of the biggest steps next to editing.
And as far as, let's talk about it a little bit. So you guys edit on equipment, and you shot too on video equipment? And so for kids out there who might think to themselves, well, I can't do this because this is too complicated, or I don't know how to do this, was it something you all had to learn?
Yeah, we actually first learned on our C-SPAN first entry, the one from last year, is when we actually started to learn editing and all that technical stuff. So we learned the HD6 editing last year, and this year we went to Final Cut Pro.
And is it something you thought to yourself, Lauren, well, I would never really know how to do this, or was it something that was easy once you started doing it?
Well, Final Cut Pro is pretty complicated. There's other editing programs, though, that are less complicated for people who just want to get involved, maybe just to have fun with it and just try it out.
So now you guys have a skill that you could use throughout life, right?
Yeah, I've already used it on like some school projects and stuff like that. I know Sam's making like 2 movies for our school for like an English Fest Day and the talent show. So
that's outstanding. Well, speaking of making movies, let's take a look at the C-SPAN video that you put together, the grand prize winner that beat out hundreds or thousands of other students. Let's take a look.
This is how to address this projected energy shortfall.
How would you define the word challenge?
How would I define the word challenge? Challenge is a hurdle or something hard that we are trying to overcome.
Challenge is something that's very hard and something that should be achieved with hard work.
Challenge is usually an obstacle that's usually put before a person, and usually they have to try to overcome that.
A member of the United States Senate has proposed a possible solution to this challenge.
As one senator offering a blueprint to build 100 nuclear power plants in the next 20 years.
Some individuals question the plausibility of this plan.
There's definitely some movement towards a new build in the U.S., but 100 is a bit of a stretch.
So we have a target of 100 new nuclear plants in this country in the next 20 years, and we know we can achieve that.
20 years to build a nuclear power plant. They are now running at $12 to $15 billion each.
Now that is really something, because you guys integrated a lot of technology there. I saw you use Skype to interview people. You had to interview C-SPAN people, is that right, or people who are on C-SPAN?
We had to include a clip of something off of C-SPAN.
And how did you coordinate the interviews? Was one of you responsible for getting the people to interview? One of you responsible for getting the scripts? How did you delegate duties?
Well, it's really just a group effort. I mean, we all work on all the different aspects to everything together, really.
And did you feel like, hey, I got to participate and put my stamp on it? Did each of you, I mean, were there any kind of like, oh, I really wish we do it that way, or did you kind of all able to agree as a group?
Yeah, we have the same views and opinions mostly, so we work together well.
And nuclear energy is not an easy topic. So what did you come away with from that one as far as learning? What do you think now about nuclear energy?
Well, I think we were all just, we understood what the media showed us, which was that nuclear energy is just bad and scary, but once you learn more, it's really different than everyone perceives it to be.
Well, that is a very good lesson, and when we come back, we're going to find out what the next competition and take a sneak peek at a video they've currently entered. It's probably a winner. We'll be right back.